Things are changing fast, technology is moving at warp speed, globalization connects us all. But this rapid progress isn't always pretty, it creates new challenges, big ones. We're talking about a global crisis, people, and it's a doozy. From shaky economies to a planet on fire, the problems are piling up. Oh, and did I mention the robots? Yeah, they're here, and they're only getting smarter. We need to figure this out, folks. The world is facing a perfect storm of interconnected crises. Economic inequality is widening. The climate is throwing tantrums. Countries are playing a high-stakes game of risk. And just when we thought we had a handle on a global pandemic, new health threats emerge. It's enough to make you want to crawl under a weighted blanket and never come out. But fear not, it's not all doom and gloom. Humanity has a knack for resilience. We've faced tough times before and we've come out the other side, but to weather this storm, we need to get our act together. Global cooperation is no longer a lofty ideal, it's a necessity. We're all in this together, whether we like it or not. Remember when you could buy a gallon of milk without needing a small loan? Pepperidge Farm remembers, but seriously, inflation is hitting everyone hard. Prices are soaring faster than a SpaceX rocket. Wages? Not so much. And let's not even talk about the housing market. This economic instability is a recipe for disaster. The gap between the haves and the have-nots is widening. People are struggling to put food on the table and keep a roof over their heads. Governments are scrambling, trying to balance economic growth with inflation control. It's like trying to juggle chainsaws while riding a unicycle on a tightrope. Possible? Maybe. Stressful? Definitely. And then there's the looming threat of a US debt crisis. Ray Dalio, a billionaire investor with a knack for predicting these things sometimes, says it's coming within the next 3 years. Is he right? Who knows? But it's not exactly reassuring, is it? The global economy is a delicate ecosystem. A collapse in one part of the world sends shockwaves everywhere. This isn't your average summer heatwave, folks. We're talking record-breaking temperatures, scorching entire continents. Remember those wildfires that ravaged Europe and North America? Yeah, climate change is real, and it's coming for your beach house. The science is clear. We need to act now to avert the worst effects of climate change, but getting everyone on board is like herding cats on roller skates. International summits are held, pledges are made, but progress is slow. Meanwhile, the planet is sending us increasingly desperate SOS signals. Rising sea levels threaten coastal cities. Extreme weather events are becoming more frequent and intense. And don't even get me started on the impact on biodiversity. We're talking mass extinctions, people. This isn't just an environmental issue, it's a humanitarian crisis in the making. We need to ditch the fossil fuels and embrace renewable energy like yesterday. Remember when the Cold War was a history lesson? Those were the good old days. Now we've got the US and China locked in a tense standoff. Trade wars, military build-ups, and whispers of a new Cold War are enough to make anyone nervous. And then there's the ongoing conflict in Ukraine, which has thrown a wrench into the global order. Geopolitical tensions are rising faster than the price of eggs. It's a powder keg out there, folks, and one wrong move could set the whole thing off. We need diplomacy, not saber-rattling. Oh, and speaking of things that could destroy the world, let's talk about artificial intelligence. AI has the potential to revolutionize our lives. But it also comes with a whole host of ethical dilemmas, job displacement, misinformation, and the potential for AI to be used for nefarious purposes are all legitimate concerns. We need to proceed with caution and establish clear ethical guidelines for the development and use of AI. The future is here, and it's both exciting and terrifying. Buckle up, Buttercup, it's going to be a bumpy ride.